Hello everyone, hello and welcome back to more of Let's Play Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. I'm the Black Shadow, and unfortunately silly me kind of forgot last time to save the game, so I had to redo the last world. I had to do the whole event of the last video. I had to go back through the game and play it, which was deeply unfortunate that had to happen. My bad everyone, my bad. Also, isn't this game really loud? Might just be my microphone. My headset. Never mind. Anyways, so I can't remember if we beat World C2. I know I was going through it. I don't remember if I ever beat it. But we're here, everyone, and I just seriously cannot remember. I should probably go back and look through the events of the last video, shouldn't I? That would probably be a good idea. But well, here we are, nonetheless. I seem to be doing that exact same thing at the last video. I know I got to World C2. I just don't remember if I ever beat it. I couldn't even tell you what I was trying to do there. Was I trying to jump on top of it? Was I trying to jump past it? Was I thinking at all? Not really. One of life's many mysteries, everyone. Oh, I thought I was going to hit the shell, so I kind of committed to the jump and then he moved. Damn it. Oh, well, never mind. Oh, that lovely score and coins. I think people do, like, speedruns of these games. It's a couple of things, I know this isn't going to be very Super Mario Bros. Related, but I know it's something I've occasionally been asked about. But the thing is to do something like a speedrun, you have to have a very, very intimate knowledge with how, Alright. This is where we got to, wasn't it? This jump. What was that? But yeah, I know this isn't going to be very Super Mario related, but it's something that I've been asked about once or twice before in regards to the Resident Evil series and like doing speedruns of that. And the thing is, yeah, to do a speedrun, you've got to have an incredibly, very, very specific knowledge of a game and how it works. Now, I'm not saying that you couldn't speedrun this game. Although I am certainly trying to rush this along at the moment, which is causing me a lot of deaths. But it's, you know, I don't know. I mean, speedrunning is certainly, you know, there's certainly a skill element to it. For sure, of course there is. There always is. But I think once you know a game well enough and you've kind of got it all sort of patterned down, it's not so bad. What am I jumping into here? That thing, apparently. Oh my god. Right. Now it's done that, and I don't know where I'm going, so I'm kind of scared to do this, but we're going to do it. No, we're not. I'm not getting that either. It feels like as bad a result as I could have had there. Oh, shit. I ain't getting those coins. That's alright, I don't care. End of the world. That's all I care about now, is just beating the level. That's all that matters. I could have done that better, yes. Do I care? No. Simple as that. Right, World C... What is this? Now this feels incredibly familiar. Like we've been here before. Except we've got a Lakitu now, and other enemies getting in the way. Being a total pain in the ass. We've done this jumping before. I specifically remember doing these jumps. Holy shit, I just got some speed here. I just fucking cleared that entire first fucking lift. That was awesome. How the hell did that happen? Don't know. Don't care. I'm taking it. Let's go. Just keep going. Right, let's take this. This is a fair place to stop. Recoup. Right. You need to die. Damn it, you avoided my death. Oh, no! Oh, the pain. Oh. You could literally hear the pain. You could literally see the disappointment in that one. I can't believe I got like a running jump on that. I just absolutely outran the first lift there. That's so great. I didn't know you could do that. I'm amazed I actually achieved it. Having the Lakitu there certainly makes it a bit more awkward. What it effectively does, it just means it kind of almost hurries you along just a fraction. It means you can't wait so long to make certain jumps. Because if you hang on a platform, there's a possibility that one of those spike things is going to come and get you and nibble on you, like your tomorrow's lunch. Bye. Oh shit! I've gone too far. This is a weird kind of challenge. It's certainly it's a challenge to be dealt with, sure, but it's certainly a tricky one. Didn't I say at some point I was like when we first did this stage I was going to check to see if there was anything good down there. I also am interested in getting down there as well, which I assume I've got to use this for. Nice, well played. That was actually pretty sweet. I don't know if this is really going to help me here. Well, it might. Oh shit, it's still going. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Right, this will do. Oh! Go! No! I pissed it. No! No, 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 no! Oh, man. And of course you have to one-shot this stage, much like you did in the original version of this. You have to one-shot this, which is not exactly delightful. Can I make it all the way? No. No, I cannot. Well, sometimes you live and die. That was weird. I kind of like got underneath it there. That was really weird. The problem is there's no point in killing the Lakitu quickly. There's not really any point at all. So I don't know why I'm holding on to like the dash button here. Oh shit. Whoa! Did you see that? I think it just like went through the sprite there. I should have died to the spike thing there, and somehow I dodged it. Which amazes me. Oh. There you go, it's better. Yeah, for some reason I've been holding on to like dash, which is pointless. Oh shit. Run. Oh. And then I ran and realized as I jumped, I'm like, oh shit, I can't do that because the plant set's gonna kill me. So of course then I pull out the jump, which is of course totally pointless. I love how I can just bypass that now. That's so awesome. I've worked out I can do that. It's so cool. But ultimately, you need some luck with this, with doing these jumps. You really do. It's just some of these are just such a pain in the ass because you can't see where you're going. So you have to kind of get a rough guess of where you are, which sometimes is very hard to know. Basically, you have to employ like 10 levels worth of general intuition of where you're gonna land. That's unlucky. I mean, it's like that. You can't do anything about that. It's just I don't know how best to describe it. It's not exactly. It's not the game being totally ridiculous because it's not. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, that works. But it is certainly the game. It's something that not everyone would enjoy. Is that that sort of thing happens because it's kind of difficulty of something happening which is just totally beyond your control. There's nothing you can do about it, and some people that will cause a lot of gripe because I didn't think to keep running to the screen. That was just my terrible play. You know, and that's the problem is obviously because you think like with like obviously Super Mario Maker, which of course is very popular, and there's other versions of this game which have been mentioned, like Super Mario Kaiser, I believe it's called. You know, and the thing is, this is kind of just assessing this game, being as objective as I can, as to see this is a blind run anyways. And my thoughts on the game is that the game is certainly, this is challenging for sure. And there's bits of this which are pretty testing. Some on your skill, some are just on straight on your patience. But there are certain, but there's nothing here in this entire game. I'm just gonna go. I mean, it's like that. There's nothing you can do about it, and you just have to accept that. That sometimes the game is just gonna do something like that to you, and you just have to accept it and just think, you know, just shrug your shoulders and move on. There's no point getting annoyed at that. But the thing is, the game doesn't make a habit of it. I mean, this is just the way, because the way that the level is constructed, and because this thing's here, there's a degree of randomness to this. It's like if you ever, it's like if you ever went to try and do a speed run of a game which depended heavily on RNG, for example. I'm dead. I knew it was coming. I knew I was fucked. And yeah, basically, if you think about that, if you did like a car game, you know, I know alright, car games are exactly my specialty. The only one I can think of, you know, like if you played like a Yu-Gi-Oh game or something. Now, if you want to do a speed run of it, unless you know of like a specific way that the game runs, actually, it's a good example here. I know this is nothing to do with Mario Brothers, but it's just helping me to try and maintain some sanity as I continue to fuck up this jump. There was an old game back for the PS1, Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, which I did play a lot actually when I was younger, because I had a bit of a phase where I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Which, you know, it was cool, I enjoyed it. So, obviously, that game is just, it's a car game, ultimately. This is bad. And it feels like to say, if you want to do a speedrun of it, of course you are dependent largely, there's a lot of RNG in the game because of the way it's constructed, you know, because it's ultimately, it's a car game. That's ultimately what it is. And that in itself has its own problems. This is bad. Couldn't do anything there. That was just, you know, shit spawn. And you just have to accept sometimes that you know you're just going to be the victim of RNG. And this is one of those situations where, because of the way this Lakitu is... Oh, fuck. Lucky there. Because of the way it is and the way it spawns and throws these shells, there is just a degree of randomness to this. And there are going to be times where I'm going to be on the receiving side of that, and there's times I'm going to be on the bad side of it. And, you know, you just can't let it bother you. Now, the point I'm trying to make here as I speak about this constantly is that this game, although the game has is doing this at the moment, it's not been too heavily. Holy shit, I'm going at speed. Too fast. Where am I? Oh, I'm there. This is the only real sort of stage, this version, where there is just a degree of randomness to this. And you can only control what happens so much. Like, being up here in the air, sometimes you just don't know where you are. And you just need to kind of guess. There is certainly a trick to kind of slowing yourself down in time, as you can see. Otherwise, this would be going even worse than what it already is. But the game doesn't have very much of this, which is good. Whereas I know, obviously, you think that to some stages people play like Super Mario Maker and, you know, Super Mario Kaiser and God knows other remakes. There are certainly... I'm going to save state this in a second, this level, because it's pissing me off. I just want to get to the end of this world. And yeah, it's just... There's not many situations where the game just basically kind of puts you in this way. It's just... This isn't really particularly skill-based, I'm going to be honest. There is a skill to this, and there's an art to sort of trying to work out where the hell you are and what you're doing. But it's not... Oh, bollocks. That was lucky. Totally lost concentration there. But this is like very few and far between, whereas obviously some other variants of affecting this game are just designed so it's just brutal. You know, either you got to be pitch perfect on your jumps, or there is just a degree of randomness to it. And the problem is that's to the point where I think the when the skill leaves and you're just kind of victims to luck, I don't think it's very enjoyable. And that's the problem you have sometimes with some video games as well. And you know, generally it's not the base game, but like when people make their own versions and variances to like these notorious really hard variances to various games, I think it's just a case of people just making a level kind of somewhat luck dependent, and the problem is I just don't think that's necessarily good design. Now, I'm not saying this isn't good design, I'm just saying this is a pain in the ass. And this isn't exactly my definition of a fantastic level. It's just tedious. You know, when you're high in the air, you can't see what you're doing, it's bad enough, you've got the wind, now you got a freaking Lakitu here as well, it's just tedious, it's just unnecessarily annoying. Oh shit. And again, you see the shell spawn there, and it's like, what do I do? You know, I'm trying to land on the platform, and then I see that, and then I think, alright, shit, I'm going to have to move. And the problem is, once you do that, you lose total track of where you are. Now, if it didn't spawn, it wouldn't be a problem. So, yeah. Not a fan of these levels. They're just... I like the idea of it. I think it's kind of cool that it's a thing. But like that, what are you meant to do about that? It's just so silly. And it means that, like, what? 25 to maybe 30% of the runs you do on this level are just to be totally luck dependent, and you're going to be basically failed. Not because of any fault of your own, but stuff like that. I just don't think that's... I just don't enjoy games that do that. You know... So, yeah, I hate to say it, folks, I'm about to start save stating this level because we've beaten this level before. It looks exactly the same as the one we did earlier in the game. They've just thrown a Lakitu in for the hell of it, and I have other things to do with my life, and too many things to do on this channel than to do this for like an hour constantly. I'm not worried. It's not like Mike Tyson, where it's like, I haven't beaten him, fine. That was a terrible jump. You know, and that's fine, that's a thing that happens. And eventually I'll get back to him and I want to take him on, but this is just, you know, what, we've been coming up to 20 minutes so far now? And we've spent at least 10 on this stage, if not more. It's one of those ones where it's not like you can even get to a point where you feel like you're getting closer and closer to doing it. It's just because of the nature of it. It's not like progression. It's just eventually something's going to happen and you're going to get to it. Right. I'm doing this. Putting the damn state down just to save ourselves some bloody time. Because I think we've got the idea of that first part of the level. I think we're done with that. I'm certainly done with that first part of the level. And again, more of the issues that you have because I'm constantly stuck in, you know, having to deal with being Little Mario is that I have to do this flawlessly, and it's just... that's not going to happen constantly. So I'm just doing this just for convenience sake, just to save us all some time. It's either that, or I go off screen and I work it out, and then I have to do editing, and I can't necessarily be asked to do that. I've got to do this to the wind. Oh my gosh. You. I knew I should have save stated that. But I was like, no, I'm not going to save state that bit, because I have some pride as a video gamer. Holy shit. No, stop. I don't know where I am. Ooh, lucky. I mean, I was going to go for it. I was going to outright go for it, but I thought best of it. I should really save state here, but something's just not letting me save state. Oh, and then the wind stops. You bitch game. You total bitch. God damn it. I mean, to be fair, I think overall, in this entire game, I have done very, very little save state, actually. But, I mean, I honestly thought I was going into this, and I was thinking there was going to be quite a lot of use of it. There's been very little. Majority of the use of it has been to explore bonus sections, has been to show off bits and pieces and kind of find out stuff about the game, you know, which is fine. Oh, I'm going way too fast. I don't know where I am now. Could be anywhere. But as far as actually using it in levels, I've managed to keep it to a pretty good minimum. Screw those coins. Alright. Go! Go! Jump! Did save stating really affect that much in that level ultimately? No, it didn't. Let's go with that. Although, just for my own sanity's sake, I'm just going to put one down here. There we go. That makes you feel happier. Right! That's actually quite a tight little margin to make there, actually. Now, have we done this map before? Now, I remember this bit. I remember the layout of this. This castle feels familiar. I don't remember there being this fire up here, though. This might be a, like a bonus world evil edition sort of thing. Fuck. No. Ooh. But no, this certainly does feel quite... You donut. You total donut. Now, I couldn't tell you what castle this was off the top of my head. Was this castle 7? No, don't think it was that one. But I certainly recognised this castle. And I certainly remember this sort of lift layout. It's very distinctive. So obviously what they've done is basically they've retrofitted the castle and just added in some more nasty bits. These lifts also feel incredibly narrow as well. They may have been that narrow first time round. I honestly don't know. I should probably make a hard save in the game. That would probably be a good idea. Nope, wait. Now, what kind of lift formation was that? I mean, what can I do there? The answer you're looking for is nothing. I don't know if there's any randomness to the lifts and how they're formed. I couldn't tell you. Yeah, I certainly remember this. Ooh, I nearly botched that. So you can get extra life here, I seem to remember. Hey, that makes me feel happier. Ah, notice that, see, like, this has got this block down here, so you can't sit in there anymore. You have to get here now. Yeah. The game just finding ways like this. You see, this is the blocks. You see how bullshit this... How am I supposed to get through this without dying? I'm actually just gonna, for my own sanity's sake, just put this down here. How am I meant to do this? I legit don't know how you're meant to do this. There's nowhere to hide. How are you meant to... Whoops, wrong one. How are you meant to do this? I'm not seeing it. Oh, I had it as well. You got to basically be absolute inch perfect here. You got to be inch perfect. You've got to time it perfect. This is a brutal jump. Oh no! I made it. This is. I'm not gonna save Scum. I'm gonna do it for this bit because that bit's just mean, and I could be there forever and a day trying to get a good run with that. That's just for certainly convenience sake. This looks fun down here though. Come on. Thanks, game. Don't die, Matt. Please don't die. Oh, no, I can't do that. I have to wait. That fire that is a bitch fire. What am I meant to do here? That is such a brutal spot for it. Notice it is a bit slow. Yes! That was good patience. That was just patience and picking the spot. That was pretty good. Yeah, I think it's Castle 7, I think. Lovely. Right, well, that video took surprisingly long time to do. But never mind, we're through it. So, I guess next time... I didn't even get to I didn't even start World D this video. That's depressing. That's totally depressing. Oh dear, never mind. Alright then, I suppose next time we'll have to be beginning with World D. Let's just have a look, let's see what it looks like, shall we? That kind of bullshit, everyone. That's what waits for us in World D. Great. Alright then folks, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.